Hello everyone, how are you guys? Hope you're doing great. Let's do a reading today for end of the year romance. Is there someone new? What will happen between you and that person that you have in mind? So let's check on love for the end of the year. Okay. First we have a date. Get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. So definitely somebody new for someone here. And if you've been doubting if you should go out and try to meet someone new, then this is your sign to go out there and meet somebody. Or simply there may be someone that you've already started talking to on one of those dating websites. And this is your confirmation, I guess, right? So let's see. What else for love, end of the year, romance, end of the year? We have abundance, positive mindset, manifest, gratitude, and blessings. So you've been manifesting love before the year ends. You want to be happy. You want to be in a great relationship with someone. As long as you're staying positive, you're going to get it. You're going to have an abundance of love, meaning many options for those of you who are looking, or simply someone that hasn't been there for you or 100% there. They're going to start providing or giving you that abundance of love and affection that you so eagerly want from them. Okay. We have healing, self-care, introspection, meditation. So part of becoming someone that's happily in love, especially if you've been either single for a very long time or you're simply going from one bad relationship to the next. Part of doing that or getting into the right place or where you really want to be in love is healing. Okay. So this is a reminder that in order for you to have that abundant love or that new person or that old person to be the right one for you or to heal some of the things that you've guys been through, part of that is healing. So there's a healing and taking care of yourself. And if that involves meditation, even better, right? Depending on where you are mentally and emotionally. Okay, then we have teddy bear. Interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. So definitely this is a big reading about those that are looking for someone new. So I know there are some of you that are working on relationships, trying to make it work. But this is heavily so far influenced by new people, by dating. Maybe dating many different people in order for you to find the right one. So what I'm getting mostly here is that if you are in the midst of not knowing what you want, basically, or not finding the right one, the reason why this is happening is because you still need some healing. Okay, now mind you, you might be on a healing journey for the longest time and you're like, God, how much longer do I need to heal? Well, you know what? If the right one is not coming along, then there's still some room for healing. We all have room for healing, no matter how happy we are in relationships. Sometimes we're in a great relationship, but unfortunately we keep jeopardizing that connection because we ourselves are not sure of ourselves, right? Because we haven't healed whatever other trauma that we may have from the past. But for those of you who feel that you have found someone and they happen to be a new person in your life, completely fresh start, starting from zero. For those of you who are going through that right now, I feel like you have found someone that is getting a little closer than the norm, right? Maybe you feel like you don't want to get too comfortable yet, okay? Because that could be it with a teddy bear, where you feel that this person is so fucking sweet or so kind and it's so easy to get used to them, but the romance is still blooming and still in the flirting stages. It's still in that really fresh stages. So take your time. That's all it is. Take your time. No matter how sweet or not. I mean, nobody's perfect, but you have to be in a place with someone where they're perfect for you. So maybe this person still has to show you what is perfect about them for you. So take your time. Okay. All right. What else? Sorry if you hear background noises. I'm baking, middle of baking some food. And the alarms keep going off. Okay. So let's see. What else for romance? Ooh, that was a lot of cards. So bottom of the deck, we have backstabbing, heartbreak, pain, separation, loss, deceptions and lies, shock and attack. Okay, so there may be something that comes through, and I'm getting it's mostly from a past person, okay? I feel like someone here may find a past person, an ex-lover, an ex that wants to now come in and attack you in some way because they feel that you're out here dating. Maybe in their eyes, it's too quick for you to start dating, or simply the fact that you are dating after a long period of being alone and not pursuing anyone is sort of like disrupting their demons, right? Because that's exactly what I got right away. Someone who's not in a good place mentally or emotionally, very toxic, and this person feels so disturbed by the fact that you're out here dating and having a good time. So watch out, okay? Watch your back, literally. Because I feel like the backstabbing with that card is not so much someone that betrays you. I mean, it could be, obviously, but more of someone literally wanting to stab you in the back. Physically. Well, hopefully not physically. Oh my God, that would be awful. Okay, so love. Unconditional love. Self-love. You know what? Maybe they feel stabbed in the back by the fact that you're out here dating and forgetting about them. That could be more of it, of what it is. But anyways, love, unconditional love, self-love, wholeness and affection and attraction and selflessness. I feel like you've been that person that's given it all for this other person, for the ex that's feeling triggered right now. Right here. For the ex that's feeling triggered right now, feeling stabbed in the back. You've given them all. You've given it all to this person. You've been that selfless lover, that selfless lover. Oh my God, the words can't come out. And giving 110% of yourself when they're not giving anything. You know, they're simply existing and you're existing in their shadow. So if that was you, it's time for you to give yourself love. It's time for you to find someone that loves you just as hard as you know how to love other people. And I feel like that's what this card is representing, a new life for you. You have epiphany, self-reflection, answer questions, untapped talent. Yeah, definitely. I feel like you had an epiphany. You were like, wait, when was it going to be my turn? Here I am looking fabulous, which by the way, I think you're very attractive, or maybe you're feeling super attractive, or regardless of the physical attraction, you're in a good place emotionally. After healing all of the negative connotations that come with falling in love with someone or being alone. And so now you're having an epiphany, like, when was it going to be your time? Or you're finally in that place that you get to understand how much you were missing. Isn't that crazy? You were missing all this affection that you thought you were eventually going to get. It was almost like an investment. I'm getting someone who's invested themselves a lot into another. Devoted. I just heard devoted. You devoted yourself to someone. Then we have, oh look, we have a teddy bear again. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Yeah, the other person, your ex, is feeling rejected right now. They're feeling alone. They know what it's like to feel alone all of a sudden. Even though you were with them and you were alone in that relationship. You know, you were feeling alone the whole time. So this is someone that you have left alone. You have blocked them. You have either blocked them on your social media, on your phone, or simply walked away from. And now they're starting to feel the emptiness, especially if you guys were intimate. They're feeling that empty bed, or their house is cold all of a sudden. You're no longer in their life and filling their heart with warmth and with that understanding that came from you as just being a person who likes to give, or who's simply by default, you're a giver. And so this person was just taking, right? So now they're feeling alone. Now they're literally hugging a teddy bear at their bed, right? You probably left a stuffed animal there or something like that. And it has your smell or something like that, like a pillow, I feel. And they're smelling it and remembering you. You have cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. That's right. Exactly how I'm feeling you're treating this person. You're treating them like they no longer matter. you stop the pattern of maybe in your own family, of people in your family constantly giving to someone and never being given to. I almost feel like you felt like you had a curse, or maybe your whole family, I don't know, this, mind you, this could be male or female, but maybe all of the females in your family unfortunately never got to have a happy ending with someone. There's always either a divorce, separation, or simply long periods of time of being alone. I feel like you stopped the curse. You cut it down at the root. Why? Because you did not allow this to become your life mission, to love someone who doesn't love you back, or at least who doesn't put in the effort to give you love, to make you feel loved, to get to know you. I almost feel like someone here didn't even feel love. I just heard appreciated. Didn't feel appreciated, didn't feel known. Things that you liked were not acknowledged or even brought into place, for simple things such as gifts, my favorite food, my favorite color, just simple things that were not taken into account, into consideration. And now that you had your epiphany, you're at this place like, oh my God, this person didn't even know my favorite color, or they didn't even know that I am allergic to this, right? Or that I would never eat this, right? So these are the epiphanies that you're having right now. Hence why you're having kind of a good time in the dating scene, or trying to get to know someone, or you're looking to just meet someone completely new. Okay, maybe you're just simply looking for someone fresh, brand new, that doesn't even look like the person who comes from the same, I don't know, mentality, culture. You might even be looking for someone completely different from the other person. You know how sometimes we have patterns that we tend to date the same type of person, whether it's that's physically, emotionally, financially, culturally, whatever, right? I feel like I have someone here who just wants someone like a completely different person from another town, another country, culture, or whatever, because they want to get rid of this I just heard disdain of the energy from the other person. Okay, so let's see what else for you. Let's get you some tea leaves. What else for love at the end of the year for you? End of the year romance. We have pin, new job, new career. So you may also be in the process of changing your life all around with a new job or a new career. You may also have worked with the other person. So that may be an influence here why the job and career is coming through. You may have worked with them. And so now, in order to completely remove yourself from their presence or their environment, you may be breaking off a business you had together. You may be breaking out of a company that you work together, or money and finances may be something really important right now that you have to break yourself out of, and going into a new environment where you don't necessarily involve yourself with love. You try not to, let's say, shit where you eat, right, anymore, because you learned your lesson. Then we have spiritual love. This may be something that you're looking for. You may have been caught in the era of the twin flames, the soulmates that went crazy. I want to say a couple of years back, 5 years back, right? Not to say that doesn't always happen throughout the years, but there was like a surge of twin flames. Maybe you caught yourself in that time and feel that maybe either I just heard you were taken advantage of, or you felt like you fell into a trap. And if that's how you feel, you no longer are looking for that love that strikes you, or that highly focuses on being super intense or something like that. Maybe you want to start from zero, in the sense that, okay, I may not feel this intensity from this person, but they seem to be a good person. They got their life together. They got a good job. Let me get to know them. Let me be friends with someone before they can become someone that's deep in love, right? Let's see. You have the flute. So disappointment in a friend or lover, right? We're obviously very disappointed in these people. As I said, friend with the other card, maybe you're just getting to know someone and trying to be friends with them. This could have been the past person, could have been someone that you feel so close to as them having been your closest friend. Not only your lover, but your friend. So there might have been a combination of the two. And that's what made it the more painful and the more sort of like radical movement that you're doing right now, which is like, I want somebody completely off the map that is not culturally like you, like the other person, or in the same place and same work environment and things like that. Maybe because this person touched your soul at one point and that's why they turned out to be a spiritual love. Maybe that person was so disappointed on so many levels, not just, I just heard financially again. So not just spiritually, emotionally, sexually, your lover, but also a friend, which is a big deal actually. A lot of people don't understand that love, sometimes, yeah, you're passionate about someone, but when the person is a friend, you depend on them more than just a lover. It's someone that you trust 100% with your whole life. Maybe that's why this is such a big deal and why you're being so radical about staying on, I don't want to say on the edge of a connection, not trying to go deep in it right away. Broken ring. Wow, maybe you were engaged to this person. Okay, so the more I get, the more I see how deep this was. So this could have been an engagement, not only in romance, but business again. So again, this could be someone that you guys had business together. Wow, so this could, if this was the case, then this connection really, really can affect your whole life. This is deep because not only does it affect you emotionally, but it affects your finances. So it can leave you in a bad place, right? When you're either codependent on someone to live, basically to eat, to breathe, but they were your friend, or they were the, like, you know, your emergency contact kind of person. Because a lot of people get confused. Just because you love someone or you're married to someone or that's the love of your life, your soulmate, whatever it is, that doesn't mean that they have to be the only person that you have in every part of your life, meaning they're involving your finances. They are your emergency contact. They're the person you go to when you want to talk about someone else. It's okay to keep separate lives with your lover, your partner in life, and then have friendships and businesses with other people. Because imagine this big breakup, which could be what's going on with someone listening to this reading, where you're simply completely destroyed because every asset, every aspect, and every part of your life is interconnected with someone. Wow. If that's the case, if you've healed already, kudos to you. And if not, take your time. Take your time. And then we have good news here. So there's something great coming for you, or something that you've been waiting for. This doesn't have to be necessarily in love, but it could actually be financially. Maybe paperwork is going to be signed. Maybe things are going to be released, or finally you're going to finally hear good news after having such a horrible situation, right? Okay, so let's focus more on love. Let's get some dice for you. Let's get some dice. What else for romance at the end of the year? We have a dice that's sort of like the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords and Tarot is basically ignoring a situation, covering your eyes to something that you know can be hurtful, or simply not wanting to make a decision, okay? But what this dice actually means is a contest. Let's say you were in a relationship with same-sex, right? Like two males, right? It would be like two oh my god, two elements fighting. It's almost like you guys were always competing as to who was doing better than the other one, who was best at whatever, right? Whatever that was. So the competition, in this case, because It feels like you guys were completely involved 100% in everything in your both of your lives. It turned into a negative competition. It turned into egotistical and control. I feel control from someone, wanting to control the outcome of things, or wanting to always be on top and wanting to always have the last word is what I'm getting. Hell-bent, exactly. Hell-bent on winning, hell-bent on having the last word, hell-bent on controlling the connection. Just someone who was extremely intense and sort of, I just heard intoxicating or intoxicated. Could be that there's a focus on that as well. We have soon. What's going to happen soon? Something's going to happen soon. Or soon you will be free. Because the bicycle is usually a symbolism of freedom, of running away or leaving a situation, having the freedom to go wherever you want without having it happen in a hurry or having contracts or things like that. Soon you will be free is what I'm getting here. Then we have the letter S. This letter may be one of your initials or it may be significant to you guys. Soon you will be free to be with S or to be somewhere. You also have the I. So the I can be taken into different meanings. The I could be a warning to watch your back, right? Which we had on the cards, on the oracle card. To kind of watch your back. You could have someone that interfered in your connection as a third party in some way. And it's kind of coming from someone who was jealous of your connection. Someone who had the eye on you 24/7. Maybe they were jealous of the way that you were in that connection, or had you had someone that showed a lot of love bombing, which can be confused by I want to say third parties as, oh my God, how come that person wants that other person so badly, right? Meanwhile, you're not happy, right? Especially if you have someone who was toxic and their way of contradicting their behavior was to love bomb you. Every time they did something really bad that made you want to leave them, or you broke up or walked away, they will love bomb you and scream to the top of their lungs, oh, you're my person, I don't want anyone else, do all of that charade in front of other people. You have someone that was watching that and feeling like, oh, feeling sort of like they wish they had that. So this is a sign of like, kind of like, do watch your back and know that there is like a trickster, I feel, almost in the midst. And this also could be the evil eye. If you don't wear things like that, there could be like a sign of getting an evil eye. Maybe you recently got an evil eye to protect yourself and things like that. Or it could simply be that the person that you've been blocking, staying away from, your ex, is hell-bent on stalking you. That happens. Yeah, and that could be the letter S, stalking you. So stalking you, watching you, not allowing you to be free, but it's telling you that soon all of that is going to end. Soon you're going to be able to be free and away from that person. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's get you some charms. Let's see, let's get you some charms. One of them fell on the floor. So the one that fell on the floor is the snowman. So this could have been a connection that felt cold, or you guys, by the winter, if you're in the part of the world that is cold right now, by the winter or by Christmas, you're going to have what you're expecting, or whatever that is, whatever the soon thing that's coming. We have plant lady. You may be a plant lady. Plants are also signs of stability. They're signs of growth, okay? So if you were feeling that moving along was slowing your money, your finances, especially if you guys had money together or work together, just know that you're going to grow wherever you go. You're going to prosper. This is not going to stop you. This separation or getting away from this person or changing job is It's not going to stop. It's the opposite. It's actually going to successfully allow you to grow, probably more than before, or do things or have opportunities that you wish you had before, that the person that you were with was either intentionally blocking or just blocking by their sheer presence in your life and, you know, disturbing your energy. Because plants are energy. They grow where there's good energy, there's good vibes. You have the Strength card. So the Strength card is a card of Leo. You or your person could be a Leo. But it's a card of control. It's almost like right now, you don't want to let them know your plan, which is great. That's a great tactic. Don't let anyone know your plans. And if you're worried about them finding out, this is sort of like reassuring you that you're going to be fine. You have control over the situation. Don't let the lion out. Don't get angry. Just maintain it for a while until you could get away and sort of be in the right place that you want to be. We have a whale. So this person could be a water sign or you, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. A whale are animals that are very smart. They're very sweet. They're very kind. But whales also have like a big person impression. Like they have a very intense presence, right? So this could be how they're coming out very intensely, or you're in an emotional mess, or they can be an emotional manipulator, okay? Okay, we have the witch's hat, which is wizarding. What does it say there? Hold on. Wizard in training. Sorry, I had to get close to it with my glasses. Wizard in training. This could be you simply getting into your spirituality or doing spells of protection, because the witch's hat is a protection mechanism. It's being also connected emotionally and mentally, spiritually. Looking for that place where you can connect with spirit, or meditating. This could be you meditating and you're starting off because you're in training. Just know that there is also protection, spiritual protection in your life, because that's what this also represents. And it could have also been that for not for Thanksgiving, but for Halloween, there was something that opened your eyes. I feel like you were open to something during Halloween time, end of October. Then we have keys. We have keys with angel wings. I feel like there's a blessing in your life coming. If you've never owned a home, you may be getting your first house, or you may be changing your vehicle. There's something where there's the key. So keys are opportunities that you have the key to, meaning you have control, or you have options in your hands. People trust you, or you're going to get to know someone that's going to be key in opening new doors for you. Let's see. We have the world. So the world is a card of traveling. It's also a card of the end of a phase and the beginning of another. Is the ending of something. It's also a card of all of the elements around the world. It could be that you're finally closing a deal, a financial deal, closing papers on a house, like I said before. But there's also the world being, meaning you're going to get everything in the world that you've ever desired, or you're finally going to complete a life of happiness for yourself. We have the 8 ball. This could be a sign of somebody putting you behind the 8 ball. Your ex might be someone that is putting you in a position where you're going to have to do something that you didn't want to do. It feels like you're going to have to defend yourself, or I just heard be defensive. Yep. I feel like you're going to have to excitedly or rapidly do something that maybe you didn't want to do, but it's going to be rewarding. I feel like you're going to be like, sort of like I told you so. Or maybe they thought that by doing something to hurt you, but you were warning them to stop, giving them a chance to kind of calm down, to not make decisions, rash decisions. But for some reason, I feel like you're going to win. There's a win here, okay? Whatever that means to you. Now, this here is the nuclear science symbol, number 59. That may be someone's age, or that number is significant. is the meaning is a nuclear family, scientific and materially minded. So maybe that's how you felt, like the connection between the two of you was purely material. There was not a lot of love and affection in this connection, or you're looking for that type of connection in the future. You have cherries. Cherries are feelings of wanting something sweet and kind, or exciting, passionate in your life. You have the crab. This could be a Cancer. So on that water sign, it could be a Cancer. Crabs are also animals of strength, right? They have strong oh my god, I can't speak. It just gave me, they're strong animals. Let's just say that. I can't think of the word, but this could just be symbolic of their sign or yours, okay? Or simply being someone overly emotional, and it could be someone very manipulative emotionally. I keep getting that with the water in this case. This person could be someone that's drinking, or this was someone that used to drink a lot, who thought that they had control over their drinking or other substances, but they felt like they had control, and in turn they were very abusive of it. You also have a gift, so this could be representative of the time of the year, the end of the year, Christmas or anything like that, or it could be somebody's birthday, and that could be where the beer charm is coming from, where there's some sort of celebration. Maybe you guys will go on an outing, or you and your new person will go on a date and have a couple of drinks. Yeah, this could be a birthday gift, a holiday gift, or gifts that are on the way. So this could be significant of that. We have absolutely fabulous. This could be something that you're feeling lately, or you're going to start feeling absolutely fabulous. You're going to be in a celebratory mode, whether it's due to the holidays that are coming up, or somebody's birthday, or some sort of celebration. You're going to be okay. You have the sun, which is the happiest symbol I feel in any divination, tarot, or whatever. The sun is the happiest card, or in the tarot usually. But either way, this is also I usually see the sun as a son, a boy. Like if you're thinking of your kid, maybe. If you know someone that could be in a baby shower or something like that, like the celebration could be a baby shower and it's going to be a boy. If not, it's simply that the sun is also clarity. Things that were in the dark are going to start finding the light. You will get clarity on things that you're not aware of right now. If it's not that, then it's simply happiness that is coming for you. Things getting happier. Let's see, did I do them all? Yeah, I think I did them all. Well, I think I've done a really extensive reading, but there's a combination of a lot of things here. I feel like the presence of an ex-partner, or someone that's still sort of like in the background of your connection, can still be affecting you. But just know that dating, getting to know new people, is something that I see here for those of you who are not doing it yet. But if you are, just know that happiness is coming, and it's okay to take your time. It's okay not to be serious with anyone. You could date a million people as long as you're careful, right? Of course. And until the right person comes along, or at least until the right person for right now comes along, okay? I'm wishing you so many blessings and happy holidays for those of you if I don't return with videos before the holidays. Take care. Ciao.